This is my first time doing a webinar, so bear with me. So my name is Rebekka and I am the skin expert and national trainer for Proto-col, and I'm so excited about this webinar because we have been working with in the background with Shop Beautiful and MedFX for the past few years. So really excited to be here and to share this amazing brand that I work for. So I want to introduce myself and then we'll do a little bit of housekeeping. Bear with me 1 second. I want to make sure that I can work this. No, there we go. Please bear with me. We might have a couple of issues here and there. So we all know what it's like. I think since we've been in lockdown, we're learning. I've got grips on TikTok, but for some reason, potentially not so much Zoom because I live in Microsoft Teams, but never mind. So my name's Rebekka. I have been in this industry for over 20 years for my sins, and I am completely and utterly obsessed with skincare, but more importantly about helping people with their mental health. And thus, by using really good quality skincare and supplements, which we're mainly going to be talking about today, we're able to really take that client to the next level. And that's what we're really about. So my Instagram handle is Rebekka Proto-col, and if you can kindly take lots of pictures of this webinar. So I'm probably quite jealous of you now because you're probably sat there quite relaxed with your pen and paper, glass of wine in hand. I don't blame you, to be honest, or gin and tonic, whatever your tipple is. And we have no judgments here. Yeah, so just share it with myself. So just tag me, I'll follow you back, I'll share it. And also please do the same for Shop Beautiful as well. So yeah. Fabulous. So that's a little bit about me, but I want to know where you are all based. So I'm based in Somerset in the southwest. It's raining at the moment, so it's not the best day. And yeah, and I hope you're all like staying safe and you're all well. I know it's excuse me. I know it's really hard for you at the moment. If you're running a clinic in a salon, you know, I completely feel you because I've been in that position as well. And to have to close everything is absolutely soul destroying. But I'm here to entertain you. I'm here to show you and give you a little bit more information about our brand. And let's connect. Let's share the love. But let me know. I'm going to do a little poll, and I'm going to give you a bit of time just to fill out whereabouts you're from. I hope, my geography is awful. I hope I've made a note of all of the places. If I haven't, you might have to just click other. So I'm just going to launch it now. So if you just take a look and just kindly tick one of the areas that you, southeast. Ooh, London. Oh, other. Oh no. I've missed it out. Okay, we're getting a mixture. We've got some more people. Midlands. No one's from the southwest. Oh, it's just me. It's just me in the southwest. Amazing. So majority of you are in London. There's a couple of others, maybe potentially out of the UK, Ireland potentially, Milton Keynes. Hello. So just to go to the housekeeping on here, if I'm right. So you have your chat option. Now you can say hi to everyone. So anyone that's on here, you can say hey to all panelists. If you want to be anonymous and just send it to me, just say hi, like it's absolutely fine. But yeah, there's a chat here. If you have any specific questions as we're going through, there's also a Q&A button. So just click on that Again, if you want, I believe you can be anonymous when you ask a question, because the rest of the participants that are watching will be able to see. But if you're happy to share that, then just mark it as your name. I really hope that you enjoy this, and thank you so much for taking the time to sit and watch me. But unless there's anything good on TV, which I think it's getting boring now, apart from Bridgerton, that is absolutely fantastic. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. So as I said, a little bit about me. I've been in the industry for a long time, worked with lots of different brands. Where do I start? So if I start from when I was a therapist, so I've been hands-on as a therapist. My first role was in a very small little Wiltshire beauty salon. I then went to work at the wonderful Centre Parks, which is down the road from me, Longleat, and worked there for a few years. I then went to a place in Bath called Thermae Bath Spa and got into more of a holistic role, and was able to do a treatment called Watsu. Look it up, it's amazing. It's water shiatsu. So I'm very much into holistic healing and Reiki. And so I developed some skills in massage, did sports massage, remedial massage therapy, and sort of dipped in that world. And then I started, well, I think I always had been, even before I trained, I'd always had an interest in skincare because I suffered really badly with acne, and I wanted to find something that I could help with my own skin. But of course, when you find something really good, you want to shout about it, off the rooftop. And that's when I started looking at these brands. And then I worked for a very large cosmeceutical brand that's based in the UK, worked there for quite a few years. I then moved to London and managed a store in London. I get itchy feet if you haven't realised. What else have I done? So I went to London. I then came back and lived in Bath and worked for a French spa brand. Then I decided I would work for a cosmeceutical brand and to help with the startup. Another sort of new brand, but it's quite big right now. And then I decided I turned 30 because I'm almost going to be 34. I turned 30 and freaked out and just went, okay, I'm going to move to Dubai. Moved to Dubai. Worked there, sorry, I'm rambling. Worked there for a bit, worked in various different fields in there, mainly kind of managing chains of spas and salons. Came back and et voila, 3 years later, here I am, was still working for the wonderful Proto-col. I will push you, I will give you some more information as we go through. So I always believe in my role is making everything really fun. It makes it interesting for you guys, but also I believe in inspiring people. And something that I've discovered predominantly during lockdown is social media. I mean, we're essentially using social media right now, and it's so powerful. And you'll notice when you follow me on, bear with me a second, when you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice a lot of these videos will pop up every so often. And I think when you're talking about something that's got a lot of science about it, sometimes what can happen with your clients, they get purple haze. So this is a really nice way of getting the point across, but also making it a bit fun. So what I'll do is I'll just play these videos. You can see them, again, I'm Rebekka Proto-col on TikTok if you're on TikTok, but I'll just play them just so you get a little bit of an idea of what I do. Too much spare time on my hands.
I love it. I mean, I'm so passionate about it, and it's what I do. Your passion all the time.
So that's talking about one of our vegan collagen supplements, Skin Radiance. This middle one here is talking about our clinical collagen orange shot. So I'm just going to play that one if it lets me. Sorry.
I love it. I mean,
technical glitches here. And Okie doke. And the next one is just a bit of a mixture of all of our products. You're probably thinking, what the hell is this loony girl? Okay, so enough about me. Let's actually move on to our brand. So this is, can you all hear me as well? Is the sound coming out? If you just do put your hands up, just press the hand up just to say, yeah, thank you. Okay, fabulous, thanks. Yeah, I'm rambling on here and you might not be able to hear me. So we're going to start with our brand story. This gives you a really, really good insight as to who we are and how our brand came about. So I'm going to zip it and let you watch this video.
A life-changing sports injury and a miraculous recovery that defied all odds. This is how Proto-col's story began in 2003. It was collagen that changed James's life and enabled him to return to his sporting career when his doctors said it wouldn't be possible. In 2003, James started Proto-col with one mission: to make collagen accessible for everyone. Proto-col's holistic collagen approach to beauty and wellness has helped people look, feel, and move better ever since. The aging process starts with the loss of collagen. As we age, our collagen reserves deplete and the signs of aging become visible. Our skin loses its elasticity and wrinkles start to form. Our hair gets thinner, our bodies become less flexible, and our joints start to ache. How can you slow down the appearance of aging? The answer is collagen. Collagen is the glue, the structural protein that keeps us together. A healthy lifestyle, a balanced diet, and regular exercise may help preserve our collagen. But we're constantly exposed to external factors that contribute to collagen loss. Not only that, but women lose a massive 30% of their skin collagen during the first 5 years of menopause, accelerating the appearance of aging at a time that's hard enough already. By stimulating the body's own collagen production, we can ensure that our collagen reserves never run out. And Proto-col's clinically proven products do just that, helping you to appear youthful for as long as possible. With millions of products sold worldwide, Proto-col is now the trusted British brand of collagen, loved by our customers and endorsed by aesthetic professionals. True innovators, Proto-col has been leading the collagen revolution with clinically proven ingredients since 2003. Join us and join our collagen transformation.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, so let me move on to the next slide. Sorry. Okay, so before I dive in, I'm going to do another poll. Bear with me a second. So I'd like to know, because I don't know what your backgrounds are or anything, so just to kind of get to know you a little bit more, I would like to know what you think is collagen. Is it a protein? Is it a peptide? Is it an amino acid? Protein, peptide, amino acid, what do you think? And there's no wrong answers. If you get it wrong, it doesn't matter at all, but it's just good for me to find out. Okay, interesting. And all of you, everyone that's voted, there's a reason why you would have voted for that as well. Okay, so let's share that. Okay, so 67% of you said protein, 22 peptide, and 11% amino acid. In a nutshell, in fact, all of these are correct. Collagen is, and you probably, if you heard, again, I could have just said to you, collagen is a structural protein. So if we think about when we go to the gym and when we work out, we want to take protein because it helps to rebuild and it helps with the building blocks. However, peptides and amino acids, as we dive into collagen and what it is, are still relevant. But collagen in answer is a protein. So collagen is a protein. So when we look at our brand, we have what we call our key values. So we're experts in collagen with a holistic inside approach to beauty and wellness. And we were established since 2003. So, excuse me, we've been in this field for quite a long time. Sorry, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. 18 years now, 19 years. So we know our stuff when it comes to collagen and the function of the body and the skin. And essentially what happened is James Greenwell, the founder, his sporting injury led to the discovery of our peptide that we use, which is called Verisol, which we'll dive in a second. So it was from a sporting injury. It had nothing to do with someone making it in their kitchen. It was a sporting injury that helped him recover. And what happened is he had an injury. He ruptured his right tendon ligament on his leg. And essentially what happened is he was told, that's it, James, you can't compete anymore. And James is still at an elite level. Obviously he's not competing at the moment. And that was his world, that was his life. And he was basically told, you need to change your life now, and you need to have a better idea of what you want to do, because right now you can't train because you need to recover. And it's going to take you a good 6 to 9 months, if not longer, to recover. And because of James's determination, he wasn't going to take no for an answer. He got in contact with a leading professor called Professor Greg White. And Professor Greg White knew of this latest innovation, which we now know is Verisol. And James started taking it. He was taking a very, very high level. Because of him being an athlete, he needs to take a really, really high dose. But the average person and the clients that we would be treating don't need to take near as half what he was taking, because he essentially needed to recover quickly. So he was back up and running and racing and competing within 21 days. Which is pretty phenomenal from a supplement that he was taking, helped him to recover. And that's where it sort of blew up for us, because this ingredient, this supplement was incredible. But then we were discovering it did other things, which was amazing. And again, like, I'm going to go through it. So whenever we're looking at products and formulas, and we're due to be creating more formulas, hopefully this year as well, we always look at science. So science leads and drives us. Innovation is also important, but we're not necessarily trendsetters. We will basically create and innovate a product if we believe that it really, really works and that it's really effective. Otherwise, we don't want to put our brand behind it. Curiosity. So we're always very curious. I can let you into a little secret. We're currently working on a menopausal line currently with an internal supplement and a topical product. But that's not to say that our products at the moment wouldn't be effective for anyone going through menopause, because as you watched in the video, 30%, so when you reach the age of around about 50, or when you start your menopause journey, the first 5 years, you're losing up to 30% of your natural collagen production. I'm really sorry to depress you on a Thursday evening, but it happens. And it's the way the genetics in a human being works. We all age. So whatever our color, our race, wherever we're from, we are all going to age. but there are things and technologies now that really help speed up that aging, not the aging process, slow down the aging process. It's really important for us to keep connected. So we're using things like social media. We have social media platforms such as Instagram, which is official Proto-col UK. We have a Facebook page. So we're always very much connected on that side. And I think the biggest one is trust. I think you can't ever recommend a product unless you've tried it yourself. And you need to be able to trust that product really works for you, because you can't give that, if you don't have the trust in the product, then you can't pass that on to your clients or your patients. So you really need to understand the whys and how you utilize these products within your clinic. And there's some really great things that you can be doing right now. We came up with lots of different ideas during the first lockdown for a lot of stockists, because, you know, they were doing so well, and then boom, you know, they had to close. So what we decided is that we would set up and help support them set subscriptions, because supplements last a month. So setting up a subscription with your patient, with your clients, it keeps revenue coming in, but also it's ensuring that they're looking after their well-being whilst they're in lockdown. So we can go through those sorts of ideas a little bit later on as well. So a little bit about where collagen is actually found in the human body. So it's actually found everywhere. So it's in your hair, it's in your nails, it's in your skin, your bones, your cartilage, your ligaments, your tendons, your joints. So it's quite an important part of your human, you know, your being. However, it depletes. So we say collagen starts depleting around about the age of 25. And it starts depleting at a rate of about 1.5% every single year. And this is the depletion that happens to every single human being, as I've mentioned before. So as you can see, when you're kind of 45, 50, it's going down and down and down. So this is a natural aging decline and a natural aging process. Other factors are also listed on here. It's really important to know this as well. And I'll explain a little bit why. I feel like I'm saying later. So high sugar diet, absolute guilty. I've got a bag of chocolates here that I'm staring at, which obviously I'm not going to eat. That would be slightly unprofessional, but I have an absolutely massive sweet tooth, and that is going to be affecting my collagen depletion. Smoking's really bad. Smoking also depletes your vitamin C. So you often find that smokers have really dull, or can have fairly dull grey skin. My mum, for example, she used to smoke about 40 cigarettes a day and then decided too expensive, not doing it anymore. And the first thing that changed was her skin, because the vitamin C was there. It wasn't being depleted anymore. Genetic predispositions, excess sun exposure. I'm very sure that you know a lot of these as well. Air pollution, that's a really big one. Menopause, of course, and massively stress. So stress is a fight or flight factor that sometimes in this modern age we go through when we shouldn't really. It's like a caveman instinct. So we'll go to fight or flight mode when we're picking up the kids, because it's like, it's so stressful and oh my God, like I can't cope with this. But that's when you get that adrenaline rush. And so it's being able to kind of contain that. So stress is a really hard thing to work on. I personally would advise various different things to help with stress. Reducing your screen time and reducing the time that you, especially right now that you're watching the news, stick to once a day. because it is just constantly there, that isn't going to be helping. Always obviously keep informed, but, you know, reduce it down. I started doing that and I really noticed a difference. I just felt better. I was still informed. I still knew that everything was going there and I wasn't being ignorant, but I was able to just feel that I was stepping out of that mode. Another thing that I've discovered is Qigong. Qigong is an amazing kind of meditation. And obviously, if you're interested in like all of these different things and topics, just send me a DM and I can give you more information. Ask the Shop Beautiful team as well, and they can help. But it's really important. I think it's such a amazing and it's such a key topic right now because we're all under a lot of pressure and we don't really know what's happening. And I think it's really important that we check in with ourselves a lot and just check, you know, how am I doing? Am I okay? Cool. Okay, now I can move on. And now I can kind of progress with everything. So that's really, really important. And self-care is, I'm a biggest advocate for self-care. Do not feel guilty about having a lazy day, watching TV, spending an hour on your face routine. You know, do nice things for yourself, especially at this time, because, you know, we all need it right now. So again, I'm rambling, sorry. So yeah, do make sure that you're looking after yourself. It's really, really important, as I say, especially at this time. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. So this is our answer to all of those concerns and those aging concerns that are naturally occurring in our bodies. So what do? We use a digestible form of a collagen peptide. So this collagen peptide is called Verisol. So Verisol is sourced from a bovine source. And I'll tell you why as well, because some of you are going to be thinking, oh, bovine, why is that? So it's 98.4% digestible into the gut. Now, there is absolutely no point in us using these lovely peptides if they are not digestible and if they're not bioavailable. And when I say bioavailable, I mean that my body will absorb as much as it can. And the bioavailability of our products is probably the highest on the market. And I am very vigilant in every brand. And there are some amazing brands out there. But I always, you know, I'm quite competitive. I always just make sure that, you know, I check in. The other important thing as well, and I think this is really important right now, is when you're working with products, you want to make sure that the products that you're working with really work and that they're proven to work. So it's not just my word. We've had an independent trial proven to show that our products do work. We have white papers as well that you can actually download from the Shop Beautiful website. So you can literally dive right into all of the data that we have because there is a lot. Results happen within weeks. Thumbs up for that. That's always good. And it stimulates type 1 and type 3 collagen. So type 1 collagen is what's responsible for, because you've got about 18 different types of collagen in your body, but there are really 2 key collagen types, which is what we're stimulating here. So type 1 is your hair, your skin, and your nails. So obviously that's really important. Type 3 is abundant in our bodies when we're young. So when we're a baby, we've got gorgeous bouncy skin, packed full of hyaluronic acid, and packed full of that type 3 collagen. And what type 3 collagen is responsible for doing is stimulating repair. So if you're doing treatments such as needling, LED therapy, anything that's causing trauma to the skin, type 3 will speed up the skin recovery. So think back to when we were talking about James's injury and his recovery. That's how this is going to work. So it's going to work speeding up the recovery, thus helping with the downtime. So when we are able to open and you're doing these types of treatments, bio-repill, for example, which I can't wait to try, all of these other types of treatments as well, you'll notice that there's less downtime than normal, which is always great for the patient, because people are so, I want it now, I want the results now. And, so it's great that you can help and enable this. So this is fantastic. Our collagen is fantastic to combine with these treatments almost as a package. So you make it easy, it's one price, and you set it aside for your clients as well. So amazing. If you do have any questions, please just feel free, as I'm rambling, just put a comment in the chat box for me, just so that I don't lose anything, and make a note of any questions if you forget or anything like that, because you can always ask me. So let's have a look at the skin. So let's go back to our college days, where we see the cutout of the skin. So collagen, basically, if we measured the dry weight of the skin, 80% of it would be collagen. It's quite a lot. So if we didn't have collagen, we'd be basically a flat pancake on the floor. So the importance of collagen is up there with, the importance of brushing your teeth. So it's helping to stimulate metabolism in the dermis, rather than just going to the outer layers. So with the best will in the world, we could be using the most amazing skincare topically, but it will only go so far. So if we use that amazing skincare, ideally Proto-col, other brands are available, you're getting that two-pronged attack. So when you're with your clients and they want to have the best result, you need to be taking that holistic approach. So thinking internally and then externally, because they will get a better result long term. Also, collagen will help make them feel better, and there's different types of collagen that we have for energy, etc., which I'll be going through shortly as well. So it's a great combination. Now, if you want to recommend our products with other skincare, and it's another advanced skincare range, it's not going to diminish the results, just so that's clear. You can use this with all other skincare. We happen to have a skincare which is a plant-based skincare, which we're going to be covering next week, this time next week. So I'll be going through that full range. So as I say, results. So we did various trials. So we had some independent trials done, really similar actually to the vaccine rollout trials. So you always have a double-blind placebo trial. So you have one group that's taking Verisol, the Verisol peptide, and then you have another group that's taking a plain powder that basically offers nothing. So it's like a placebo group. They think they're taking something, but they're not sure. They don't know what group they're in. And it's monitored. So the dermis is measured and the skin is measured every single day. And so off the back of that, these are our findings. So, and these are on women over the age of 50, between 45 and 50. So that's really the target. However, saying that, if you are 25, you can be taking collagen, because that's when our collagen starts depleting. So after 8 weeks of supplementation, this is based on 2.5 grams or 2,500 milligrams of the Verisol B. It will increase your pro-collagen 1, so hair, skin, nails, by 65%. So if you imagine you've gone through menopause, you've gone through all of that depletion, what this is doing is this is teaching your body to produce its own natural collagen. So let me talk about the process of how that works, because you're like, okay, so we're taking collagen supplement, it's digestible into the gut. How does it actually work? when my client or when I'm, when you're taking it. So once you take collagen, regardless of whether it's a capsule or a liquid, you take collagen, it reaches the gut alignment within 15 minutes of consumption. Then what happens is that varisyl peptide is broken down within going through the digestive enzymes. Then what happens to that peptide then? It's formed itself into an amino acid chain. That amino acid chain sends a message to the brain and around the body to ask your body and to teach your body again to start producing collagen and elastin. The other benefits with taking collagen as well is